There. God. They gotta fuck with you. They gotta cut you off of shit. Why? Why you gotta cut me off? I can't speak. I hate this third world country. Like, okay, hold on. Right there. All right. There I am. I'm back. I had to go back to the old way. They literally cut me off. They cut me off because they don't want me speaking. It's so interesting. I wanted to see what happened. As soon as I said Pizzagate, they're like, we're cutting you off. I'm like, what's wrong? What? Only celebrities can say it? Only Chrissy Teigen can say it? What? I can't fucking say it? Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, of course I'm under attack. I get it. You are... I know, right? Well, many lives went on the flying today. Well, yeah, of course. They're gonna get us ready to Sloan use. I'm not going to use keywords. I'm in the United States of America where my free right to free speech, and that is an actual fact of what Pizzagate is. I'm not using code words. I'm not saying smexual or raped. I'm going to say sexual and raped. I will not acquiesce to them dumbing us down so that we have to fucking follow these rules. That's absurd. No, don't let them do it. I don't care. I'm the one that has to lose my money if I get cut off. The only reason these people fucking say what they say is because they want to keep the money coming to them. I'm going to speak freely and let the chips lay where they may. That's it. Don't fucking tell me not to speak like that. Use whatever words, please. Yeah, let me use smexual. She was smexually abused. What the fuck does that mean? That you sound like a toddler talking when you say shit like that. And if a app will not let you speak what is on the fucking in the media, as in it goes on mainstream, but you can't say it, bullshit. Bullshit. It's so annoying. It's so annoying. It's so fucking annoying. Yeah. Oh, unalive. No, you were either murdered, you took yourself out, that's called suicide, or you had an accident of some kind. An whatever accident, or maybe, you know, if you're skydiving, it's kind of, you would think it. I know. But see, they've got a whole group of people who want to continue making money on their apps, so they use these words so they don't get taken down. So what they are is greedy for money instead of just saying what you want to say. And people got to get together and fight them. I've spent my own money on lawsuits with these fucking people. I mean, you got to get some balls and you got to say, I have a right to say, especially what is on the media, okay? It's like, I'm Generation X. I'm not going to make up fucking words. I mean, just shut the fuck up. No, I'm not going to say it. I'm not. I don't care. I'm not going to use pronouns. I'll call you what you want me to call you, but I'm not doing the shit that this fucking fuckery in this country. It is ridiculous, okay? It is ridiculous. No, you speak the truth. As soon as you start mincing words with that and you teach your kids, call it a pee-pee, call it a wee-wee, vagina, penis, because your kids will go in and they'll report somebody, and then the person they report it to won't know what the fuck your kid is saying because they're talking baby talk and they're not babies. You know, I mean, let's be serious. I know everybody wants their money, but that's why I have private clients and I work. There comes the kitty. Because I have to still earn bread and butter so I can create what I want to create. Yes, it makes me sad when they took my big account down on TikTok for me, 450,000. Yes, it makes me sad. Yes, it makes me sad. However, I'm not going to stop speaking. I'm not going to stop saying the words and what they are. Oh, let me get there. Jimmy, he's got to be there. I mean, Lenny. Jimi Hendrix is over there and Lenny's here. Anyway, oh, Jesus, I'm sorry. Yeah, on TikTok. I had 450,000 on TikTok. They took it, and again, they said I was pretending to be myself. In other words, I was impersonating my fucking self. I'm still trying to find these people. I've written the Attorney States General. I've gone to the TikTok office. I've filed paperwork with the holding company. They hide behind a fucking holding company, okay? So they're a bunch of bitches. No, I'm not kidding you. They took it down. They allowed 200. I got to hold up Andrew's sign again. I know, right, Andrew? They took it down. They did. They took it down. Look, Andrew made me this sign because somebody is remedial. Don't forget to take off the lens cap. Turn on camera. Stuck on my camera. There's Tallulah. Are you staring at me? Oh no, she's staring out there. Yeah, so anyway, yeah, she jumped up. I'm remedial. I'm in the remedial class. I know the Air India thing blew my mind. Yeah, we got cut off, Andrew. We got cut the fuck off. We got cut off. But anyway, I love Philadelphia. I haven't been there in a long time. Did they take your page down? They took my TikTok page down, yeah. And they said it's because I was inauthentic. They gave me copyright violations against myself. These are my videos with my thoughts. Nobody's copywriting jack shit. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, rat activity. And Andrew's like, where's my microphone? The good one, Andrew. It's rat activity. It's rat activity. It is black magic pushed over here. Rat activity. Yeah, I wait, hold on. What are you saying here? The only one without lip filler is inauthentic. Yeah. Well, I don't have here. I just put like my normal lips on. Look. Like literally this is this is what there. These are my lips. Like this is hideous. I don't like looking at, but these are my lips. I might have some stain on them. Like these are my fucking lips. Sorry. Sorry that y'all got lizard lips because you're probably reptilian, you Arizona witches. I have full lips. These are my lips. I don't put anything in my lips and they've gone down when I was young. And I used to underline them when I was really young. I know no one cares. I used to underline them like a 20s so that they look like a little Kewpie bowl. That was back in the day. So I put stuff here to cover them out. Grandmother's best friend. David Carradine's first wife, John Podesta's. Wait, put me under a win. Oh, Phoebe, interesting. Wait, are they still targeting me? Wasn't she the Scientologist? Because I know the third wife, Marina. So I forget the first one's name. I'm sure they are still targeting you. What are you talking about? Yes. They'll never stop targeting you because when you're not like them, you're one of God's. So of course they're going to target you. The other live looked so good before they took it around. Yeah, it did. It was good. She has those lips. I had these lips all of my life. The Arizona witches are a bunch of jealous see you next Tuesdays. I will, you know what see you next Tuesday? See you next Tuesday. Yeah. Right. This is my face, like my fucking mother, Jesus. No, they're definitely still always going to follow you because you are born into this life with that going on in a spiritual sense. So no matter what happens out here, they send people into your life spiritually to block you from your path. So the most important thing is, I'm talking to Phoebe, for you to stay on your path, regardless of what. Don't be afraid of them. Who are they? They're just stupid. So why'd you all wake up and decide to be so ugly to people? Yeah, I know, right? The man who walked... No, the man did not walk away, Matilda. Nobody walked away from that plane crash. Oh my God. Okay, I just said this on the other live. If a plane is 185 miles an hour to take off, so down the runway, it goes, they tried to kill R. Kelly. Oh yeah, they've been trying to kill him for a long time. Anyway, the plane is 185 miles an hour. So it went up probably a couple of hundred feet, couldn't maintain. So it's flying out over the city that it's in. The landing gear is down. So this guy jumped out from where? He opened the door while it's crashing to the ground at 80 miles an hour, 120 miles an hour. So that makes sense to you? Thank you, Patricia. I don't like flying Boeing planes. No, exactly. Why would they fake a survivor? Okay. Why would they fake a survivor? Please use your brain. Please use your brain. No, but how did he, first of all, where's his seat? It's like 11A, I think they said. So it's not a window seat. Hate John's daughter. Yeah. Anyway, John will kill me for saying that. Anyway, how did he get out of the plane? Was he even on the plane? Do you see what I'm saying? Was he even on the plane? Like, how did he get the fuck out of the plane? Was he by the door? Did he open that door while it was plummeting to the ground in 5 seconds? Bullshit. Oh, and he jumped out, what, 40 feet above the ground? 30 feet, and the wing didn't clip him in the head? The fire? I don't believe it for 1 second. I'm sorry, I can't. I don't. It doesn't happen. I'm not doing it. I'm getting out my ephemeris. I know, it's the dumbest thing. When you've been on a plane, and I mean, how do you open the door? What door did he open? They have to pull that out, and you're plummeting to the ground with people screaming, fuck, we're gonna die, and you're having a panic attack. And if a parachute doesn't open like that, it's not gonna open like that. And if he did get out of the plane because he was by the door, he's the one that crashed the plane, okay? That's what that is. I'm not even, can't, no, won't, not doing it. I'm just looking up the planetary stuff. I mean, let's be serious, okay? He was on seat 11A. Yeah, it's not divine intervention. It's bullshit. It's impossible to open the doors. How'd this motherfucker get out of the plane? Everybody died. Everybody. Katy Perry. Newsflash, Katy Perry saved the one guy on the plane because he's her real love. Soulmates. No, but really. How did he get out of the... No, that did not happen. It didn't happen. It's a lie. It didn't happen. Thank you for that. It's 2 a.m. Tired. I know. We'll go to sleep. You don't need to stay up for me. I'm in California. We're ritual then. Yeah, somebody has to be on that plane on purpose. Remember? Okay, I used to go hiking all the time after 9/11. And people would ask me, do you carry a gun? Do you carry bear spray? What do you do? And I'm like, I carry box cutters. Oh, that won't help you. I'm like, why? It apparently took down 3 planes, now 4 planes, now 5 planes with box cutters. Sure it did. Sure. While somebody's slicing my neck with a box cutter, some other person should be kicking them in the face, even if one person dies, to get them out of the way. So how did they kill everybody with box cutters without some dude jumping on their ass and beating the living hell out of them? Wait, let's see what this says. The doors are pressurized. Cannot happen, period. How did he get out of the plane? How? Because it hit the ground and exploded. So he had to get out before it hit the ground. It's a convoluted lie. It's a lie. I can't stand these people. Hi from Houston. Let's see, insulting to intelligence. Yeah, right? Hi, Anthony from Toronto. Wait, they died. Yeah, they said they took over the plane with box cutters. I hike with a box cutter just to be a fucking asshole, okay? You know, a box cutter. That's what they took the plane over. These guys had box cutters, not guns, not whatever else, grenades, box cutters. Box cutters. So then I just say, I got a fucking box cutter. What, you're going to tell me it doesn't work? Biggest disaster in history in the United States, and it worked for them. Why is it not going to work for me? First of all, he can only get close to one person with a box cutter, right? One person. So 3 can jump this idiot from behind. I mean, I can't with these people. I'm the one. Yeah, nobody survived. Why would they make it up? I can't. Okay, I swear to God, you fuckers come on here just to... Captain Kirk. Yeah, the little guy on the wing. Oh my God, Twilight Zone. I loved Captain Kirk in that. He's like, there's somebody on the wing. I used to be that Captain Kirk character. He's Canadian, but he's also a fat fuck. Sorry, true story. Anyway, passport survived. I know that everything else was incinerated. But here's the thing. Why do you ask me why they would make it up? Why does anybody do anything? It's not my job to figure out why the fuck you do what you do when you don't go through a green light and you block up traffic. It's not my fucking problem to ask you why you married who the fuck you married when you hate their guts. It's not my fucking reason to ask you when you come to the police station and you report something, why the hell you're wearing a purple dress. You sound like a person that is a rapist sympathizer. Why would they make it up? Why did they make it up? Who cares why? Do I really want to know why Jeffrey Dahmer did what he did? No, I don't. Wait, hold on. No, I haven't commented on that. I think she's innocent. That's it. That's all I can say. I haven't really looked into it though. So the person saying, why would they do that is clearly new. Why does anybody do anything? If I want food, I'll steal it. If I want sex, I'll take it. If I want this, I'll do it. They must have had their reasons, but why are their reasons relevant to me? The fact is you crossed the boundary. That's it. You cross a fucking boundary. The news lies every single day of the life. Point and case, the vaccinated. That's right. You sound like you took the vaccine. Did you take the vaccine? Were you one of them? Oh, I took the vaccine and I had a friend. I have a friend from childhood and she posted, I took 2 vaccines and her body was covered in a fucking rash. She goes, I did my part. Are you, how could, I can never speak to her again. I literally can't even, because the fact that I was friends with this moron makes me crazy. And I can't for the life of me, and she's a nurse. Asshole. Yeah, no, I can't. I just can't. I'm like, are you, what? She had a fucking rash. No, she deserves whatever she gets. If you're that stupid, if you eat shrimp and your throat closes up, do you go and eat more shrimp on your way to the hospital? No, because you're going to die from the shrimp, right? Right? So why would you go eat more shrimp? No, I don't have to accept anything. I don't have to have them in my life. I will never accept those choices. If you're in my family and you're relevant to me, I will deal with you. But I'm not going to be friends with an idiot. I'm not. I'm really not. I'm not going to be friends with an idiot. I'm not. So I don't have to accept anything. That's where you're fucking wrong. You have to accept it. I don't have to fucking do anything. I don't have to do a fucking thing. You accept what you want. I get to have my peace in my life and I'm not dealing with people that are so clueless. I have friends that took the vaccine. They explained why they did it and they would never do it again. I'm still friends with them without naming who these people are. So I don't have to accept it. I don't have to accept heroin addicts shooting up in my house, even if they are family. I don't have to fucking accept it. I don't have to accept your husband raping little girls. I don't have to accept that. You know what I'm saying? So you accept what you got to accept. I don't have to accept shit. I can let them live. I don't have to attack them. But they're not coming in my house, and I'm sure as fuck not having a conversation with them. It's going to end up in a slapdown, a smackdown. It's going to be a fucking smackdown, you stupid bitch. I mean, that's what I would say to her. I'd be like, she broke out in a rash from head to toe. That's, do I sound like an anarchist? Then I'm an anarchist. I'm not in your concept of society. You're right about that. You're right. If I have to accept somebody injecting themselves with a poison substance that no one knows what it is, and now by the FDA, whatever health people has been said should not have been given to men under the age of 30 and is dangerous and is causing all kinds of heart conditions, then what's the difference with heroin? What do I have to accept that too? You can go shoot up outside. I don't give a fuck what you do in your life. Shoot up, fuck the dog. I don't care. I don't have to listen to it. That's why. Like, please. Yeah, you have to educate yourself. Thank you. You do have to educate yourself. Yeah. The rash. I don't know where the rash sounds like shingles to me or something. Well, people, I said that because my private investigator friend Bobby was on a case like that. The wife wanted to know who her husband was fucking. So they put cameras up. Can you guess who he was fucking? Can you guess who he was fucking? Yeah, the family pet. That's right. Oh, God. Oh, God. Yeah, she had to deal with that case. That's my point. Now, does she have to accept that? Does she have to accept her husband's choices for violating the dog? I'm just asking to the person who asked me the dumb question. No, she told me I almost drove off the road. Happens a lot. PIs will tell you that. Happens a lot. You know, They watch porn. They think they can do this because it's just yeah, allergic reaction like shingles. I know, the poor dog. What I'm saying is, does she have to accept that, or should she get a divorce and tell that guy to fuck off and save her peace? Because she's going to get into an argument and he's going to justify it because she didn't put out enough for him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they didn't have sheeps. That's right. He's going to say, you wouldn't suck my dick enough. And that, I can't. I'm sorry. It does make me laugh, but it's sickening. It's so disturbed. Exactly. Do you see what I'm saying? Thank you for that. Do you see? Yeah, he's going to say it's her fault. So she's going to put up with that. When someone hits you in the face, you have to respect their choice? No. No. And no. And no. I don't have to accept anything in my life. If I did, I'd allow people to hit me, run me over. Yeah, they're narcissists. They'll fuck anything. That's right. I can't even understand what's going on. They will justify. How do you justify raping a child? But they'll do it. They'll do it. Just like this woman says, I have to accept someone's choices. No, I don't. That's for God. I'm not God. Excuse me. I'm here in hell on earth. So clearly I failed some test and I'm down here. So I get to be down here. So since I'm in hell, I don't have to live like you want me to live. That's just psychotic. Exactly. That's exactly. Tom Cruise and the fish. Do I have to accept that? Do I have to accept that Tom Cruise fucks fish? I can't. I'm not going to accept that. Not. Sorry. Nope. La la la. Let's see. Anthony. What did he say? Never took any shots. Went low carbon. I know. Carnivore Anthony. You guys should follow Anthony. He reversed his diabetes and he did it himself. Okay. He did it himself. And he's experienced the greatest grief that anybody could ever, the most extreme grief. It's not a great thing, but he's experienced grief. He's got so much knowledge, Anthony does, and he sends butter tarts to Fatty over here. I loves the butter tarts. But I'm just saying, like, we are in hell. If that's not obvious, they're trying to stifle thoughts on Vegas. I don't even know much about that. They were two influencers, if I'm correct, and I don't really know what happened. I think they shot a husband and wife. If you're going to go up in cold blood murder and shoot someone, I guess someone should do that to you. We don't need you in court. You just need a bullet in the head. Lost 80 pounds. So good, Anthony. That is the hardest thing to do. You should write a book. Jeffrey was hungry. Yeah, he justified it. He was hungry. McDonald's wasn't serving enough of the kind of meat that he liked. So he went out and made his own hamburgers. Yeah. Should we accept that? Those are his choices. I mean, do you accept your 12-year-old's choice? No. No, and no. Yeah, Anthony did. Anthony did. I love the buttercups, butter tarts. I'm pulling the trigger. Yeah, I mean, just like, whatever. Okay, so. Yeah, I don't know who they are. I have to look at it to see who they are. I'm sorry, I don't know much about it. I just briefly heard that. I do eat cupcakes. I don't eat much of anything because I'm going away on a adventure and we're doing photographs, so I don't want, my jiggly fat ass to show in the photographs. Yeah, so I have to not eat anything right now till I go. That's all. Yeah, so I just need to drop 4 pounds and I'll be fine. And I'll be fine. It's an old white girl thing. I'm from the 70s. I'm from the 60s generation. I do intermittent fasting, yes. I eat the icing off of cupcakes. I eat icing. I like sugar. I'm in it for the speedy effect. I'd be a crack addict, but it goes against my belief system. Yeah, I'm always running and hiking because that's what I have to do. I'm in menopause. I have to do it. That's what I had to do. I need to stay busy. See, Diddy, busy. I need to stay busy without Diddy. No, I don't see Diddy getting out. You can't let him out. They've proven racketeering. No, I have jiggling on my ass, old lady jiggle, cellulite, and my ass is tanking towards the ground. I do squats, I run up hills. Guess what? No one cares. Least of all, your ass when you're in the middle of doing it. I like a Diet Coke after I hike. Sorry, true story. Yeah, I think we are going to have a problem. No, I care how I look naked. I don't care in clothes. Anybody can look good in clothes. I'm an ex-stripper, so I care what I look like naked, which is why no one's going to see it, just basically. I don't think Oprah's going down yet. Yeah, as Whitey once said, crack is whack. Whitney, I thought you said Whitey, Whitney. Crack is whack. Yeah, but you see, it keeps your figure thin. I can see, yeah, I'm sure we're going to war. Why wouldn't we be going to war? It's going to happen. They got a war in downtown LA, which, by the way, I'm just going to ask you to put your thinking caps on. So this is Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. So Mr. Rogers isn't here, so I'm just stepping in for him right now. Mr. Rogers' neighborhood, put your thinking cap on, put it on. Now, ask yourself, you can't get your husband, your son, your grandfather, your mother, your sister to go out and mow the lawn. 9 out of 10 times, they're not going to do it. You can't get 35 people to show up for a birthday party. Someone's always bailing. Somebody's always got the wrong party gift, da-da-da-da, right? So you're telling me that the LA people all brought out their bricks on pallets, no less. I mean, that's fucking great that somebody delivered pallets. Yeah, pallets and leaf blowers and those expensive $35 masks. That's amazing. Like, they all thought to do that. You can't get people. I mean, you can't. I mean, I know they're getting paid. I'm asking the stupid people to put on their thinking caps. I mean, to me, it's George Soros. He's always trying to do this. And it's possibly Gavin Newsom taking our tax money and blowing up our city with graffiti and shit. And they shouldn't fix it. Leave it the way it is. And here's another question, and I'm dead serious. So we have a curfew. Not me. I'm not in the area, but I am in LA. We have a curfew. So it's 8:30, I think. So here's my question to you. Where the federal buildings are, and again, I lived down there for the last 4 years, going into the courts for Keith's case and going down there, and also property tax and all that shit that we got to do when we own shit, right? You cannot park your car and walk down. Well, first of all, you have to park your car for $20. 20. And if you can find a space on the street, you're going to go through the worst, disgusting, smelling, homeless communities, because they go to the bathroom out there. They are all on the streets. There are more tents in the middle of those blocks that are curfewed than any other place. So here is my question. Where are those people going during the curfew? I want to know. I'm curious, because they're not legally allowed to be there. So where are they going? And if they're there, why can't you be there? Why can't you be there? See? Why did they get special privileges that you don't get? I'm just asking. Why? Where are they going? Where are they? Have you been on Skid Row? Have you seen? It was so disgusting. Both me and John went down there for Kenna's baby shower to pick up stuff. I was almost taken out with a headache. John had to sit down. It was disgusting. I mean, there was a toilet in the middle of the street, like a porta potty, with people using it. Cars could not drive down the street. Where are those people going? I am curious. Since we are not allowed to drive down there, where are the people coming out of Union Station and they come home at 9 o'clock at night? So what happens with those people? Oh, yeah. There's beautiful places in California. Just downtown might not be one of them. Yeah. They learn to navigate the sewage systems. No, the tents are still out there. And then they've graffitied everything. So it's like Mad Max or Escape from New York. Kurt Russell, Escape from New York, Save the President. It was all homeless, cars blowing up and shit like that. I remember that. Yeah, fake show, exactly. The devil owns LA. Pretty much, Mary, pretty much. Shame on him. Yeah, he allowed it, but here's the thing. You don't have to listen to him. Escape from LA, Escape from New York. Should have been Escape from LA. Like, really, the fuck? Escape from LA. Snake Plissken. Yeah, I'm sorry. I still back there in that movie. I was a young kid and I was like, I'd already run away from home. Had I? No. Turned 14 when that movie, or when I saw that movie. I was 14 and left home 2 months after that. That was my 14th birthday present, was to sit in a movie theater with my parents and watch Escape from New York. Yeah. No, the valley's not 30 miles away. It's 13 miles away. And they were down in Pacoima at the Target down there. So I was getting texted. Oh, happy birthday to your aunt. That's a sequel, Escape from Gavin Newsom in LA. Wouldn't that be funny? I think I'm going to make that. Let's write that script. Let's do that. Put that on the list. Yeah, but it's by Carla. Exactly. No, it was like really, really, it's really fucked up here. And then like, I'm like, oh my God, I want to like move to this area where I do something. And then John calls me. He's like, you know the area you want to move to? And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, yeah, they're deploying the army from there. It's all army territory. I'm like, fuck. He goes, if they want to block anything, they will block that road down. I'm like, there goes that dream. Right out the window. Each state sends money and or goods. Yeah, I'm sure they do. Why the curfew? Because of the 74 on June 9th. Yay, I don't know how to say your name. Honora. Yay, happy birthday. I know it's by design. That's why I don't take anything serious. I don't get bent out of shape. I don't care what happens. I am sad for the airliner in India. I am sad I'm really sad for that. I don't care what the skinwalkers say. I like the desert. Yeah, the devil is a liar. Always. Spaceballs, they're making Spaceballs too. John Candy. Newmarket, Ontario. John Candy used to go down as a teenager, down to Second City, down to the clubs, and watch him and Dan Aykroyd do the stand-up, like before, like as a little girl downtown, where I didn't get murdered, by the way. Thank you for that. Yeah, okay. Thank you. I think it's Iran and Palestine, or what are we, who is it? I don't even know who it is. I heard Iran did something. I'm sure they're going to do it. The government only wants you in a war because they only make money from a war. They don't. Newmarket. Yeah, I went to Huron Heights in Newmarket when I was in the group home. Aunt Betty lived in the group home. John Candy grew up in Newmarket. His family lived in Newmarket. Israel and Iran. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. I never know what's going on. But I'm sure, I mean, they want you at odds. If you go, great, I'm going to die anyway, and you don't fear it, then you won't fear anything. Let's see. Sloan, parade vibes. I haven't seen the parade. I'm sure there are vibes. The Karen Reed thing, I don't know much about. Iran sent out the rockets. Thank you. We are in a spiritual war right now, but you're going to die anyway, so don't be afraid of dying. Yeah, I love John Candy too. Heart attack at age 42. Or was it? Was he doing the nose candy, John Candy, and that's what happened? I don't know. I like John Candy, though. I love Uncle Buck. I love Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. I actually love Steve Martin. But you know what you know when you know it. I don't think Karen Reed is guilty, but that's just me. And if she is, she had her reasons. Sorry, asshole comment there. Hold on, what does this say? Please remember. Oh my God, good for you, Billy Joe. Gastric bypass, fan-fucking-tastic. Whatever it is to take it off. I mean, I take Ozempic, but I'm too thin to take Ozempic. Like, my friends take Ozempic that are like my height and size. Some of my friends take it so they can get down to like 100 pounds, because that's what white women do. We like to be thin. We don't like this fucking thick-ass body, thick-ass legs, thick-ass thigh. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. No, no, no. No. When somebody goes, oh, you're thick, I'm like, you want to fight? Because I'll fucking slap you. Do you want to? Like, we will fucking start a fight right now. Yeah, so my friends do take the Ozempic. Some of them. Oh, I'm just on a low dose. I'm like, okay. I lost 20 more pounds. What did you weigh to begin with? 120? Yeah. So they love it. No, they're white people. We can't never be rich enough or thin enough. I'm not taking it. I still got the thick ass, so I'm told. Anyway. Wait, what did John Candy have? A history of heart problems. I'm sure he did. He was obese, so that makes sense to me. He was a Scorpio, and I can't remember his rising. I really like John Candy, though. I love the stand-up they did. My adopted dad had his office right above Maple Leaf Gardens. So, you know, we got to see the parade at the top. We got to see Deep Purple. You know, my dad would go down and talk to whatever bands were playing down there. So I wandered around the city all the time without the fear of dying. I mean, I probably should have died, but I didn't. So, yeah, I enjoy athleticism, but still your skin gets saggy when you're old. Don't let people tell you lies. It does. Some of those women that are really ripped, I'm like, I don't know how you do it. I don't know. Eat spuds for breakfast. Oh no, she is like 5 feet tall stripper. Who, me? I'm 5'6", but all right. 5'5", almost 5'6". It depends if I stretch up really high or not. Smidgen under 5'6". No, I don't think Bieber will pull through. No, they're fucking with him. When you get the planned attack, better a bit of weight than too thin. I think the exact opposite of you, but I know what you're saying. The thinner from the 70s, all your rock stars from the 70s, and their little thin bodies, their angular, tall, thin bodies. Big fan. I don't like squatty weightlifting. No offense to anyone who is. You can do what you want. But all the kids in school, they want to take the they want to take that stuff, you know, high to like so high-waisted. Yeah. Oh, Bieber? It's very sad. I wanted to tell you guys what's going on. I have to actually look at it. What is today? Today is the 12th. We just had the full moon in Sag, and we have Uranus at 26 degrees. Taurus. So, not a fan. And we have Mars at, it's 11. So we've gotten, wait, what was that? Hold on. Oh no, it was Pluto and Mars. Pluto just went retrograde again in Aquarius, and it will go back to Capricorn by October. That's right. I'm back on power here now. Pluto's going to go all the way back to Capricorn. It's October. That's when you got to watch. I just remembered this right now. No, it goes back to 0, 1. So late degree Capricorn planets, 29, 28, 27, whatever. It goes back to that, whatever, degree. So we have Jupiter. This is 2020. Oh, I'm in May. What the hell is wrong with me? Pardon me, it's June. Looking at the wrong shit. I mean, yes, Pluto is still retrograde. We're still there. So Pluto is at 3. Yeah, there we go. I knew we had it. Uranus is... Jupiter's in Cancer. I know you guys are like, wait, what? Jupiter's in Cancer. Uranus is at 28 Taurus. And Mars is at 26 Leo. That is them car accidents for the fixed signs. So just watch that. That is what that is. Car accidents, weird circumstances, all kinds of, you know, Justin Bieber's really sick, Christy. Justin Bieber's, hi, Christy. Christy Hand from Collingwood, right? Maybe I got that wrong. Anyway, I know who you are. So, let's see. Newsom just said Trump has to return control. They can all fuck off. Who wants the country run by these people? 29 degrees. Yeah, Orangeville. Thank you. Orangeville, Collingwood, Orangeville. Well, they're right there. I mean, you know, yes, Jay-Z and Beyonce 2027. Yes, there. I try to be authentic. Apparently TikTok thinks it's not me. I don't understand. Mars and Leo. Yeah, anybody with late degree Leo planets. I'm a 29 degree Leo rising with Uranus right there. Jeez. Don't know what to say. But anyway, anything can happen. Yeah, Uranus does a plane crash, Uranus, and all kinds of things. These are my natural lips for the love of Jesus. Natural face, no Botox, natural wrinkles. Look. Yeah, old lady face. It is what it is. It's whatever you just said. It is what it is. And why should I be ashamed because I'm older? Why should I have to feel bad about myself because only 20-year-olds are respected by a bunch of pedophiles in our society? Just asking. Just asking. I'm your OG fan. I'm glad the OG fans. 1966, natural bruises on the knees. What? Who had from blowjobs? Who? What? Newsom is breaking news. Newsom is a twat. Oh God, I can't. Oh my God. Yeah, the media does it to us, of course. They tell us this, that, and the other. They tell men that only young, like I literally, I just literally can't understand it. I can't even look at fucking men who look at people younger than them. It's like, get the fuck away from me. I don't even, like, I can't hear you. Blah, 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 blah. I can't hear you. I just can't. There's a February 65, Shelly. 60, 60, 60. My mom, there you go. It's her birthday. Hi, mommy. Happy birthday. No, it's predatory when you have a huge age difference. And these men are so fucking stupid. Bro, chicks your own age can't stand your dumb ass. So you're going to go get some young one that thinks you're fucking great. And you're just a prick. You're a prick that won't own his shit and never takes accountability. That's why you want someone young, because you're probably getting somebody who's been abused, doesn't know their worth, doesn't even look in the mirror because they had some fucked up parents that told them a bunch of bullshit, which is nothing. And that's it. Pray for me, birthmark on my butt. Sorry. That just made me laugh. 1964, fabulous. I know generation 11 cannot be reduced at all. It can be reduced to a 2. Well, see, is 11 a 2 or is it a master number? There's this. We don't know. Third nipple, anyone? Diddy would like that since he likes to do shit with nipples. And by the way, he has his women pierce their nipples. Do you know how painful that is? It's more painful than having your toddler with new teeth go like this on your nipple while they're breastfeeding. That's a true story. It's so painful that I can't even. It sends shockwaves through your body and you may feel like passing out. It's a master number. No, I know numerology 11, but it can still be brought down to a 2. You know, 2 clits. Yeah, well, Diddy needs a third nipple. Diddy nipple juice. Oh my God. Ugh, I'm gagging. I gag in my mouth with that guy. He's just cemented. Oh my God. Yeah, 60. Here's all the 60s. We Generation X. 1972. Another Gen Xer. Diddy looks like a riot. Or wait, a riot 10 something. I don't know what they're blah, 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 blah. No, Diddy's not getting, come on. Why? Well, see, if you're born on the 11th, you got to take the month, the year, and the day. You're not just an 11. So I had my nipples for 15 years. Still don't feel senses. Yeah, right? Callie, does it not fucking like take the breath out of you? Like you've been punched straight in the solar plexus and you're like, what the? Yeah, I was like, yeah, we're good with 1. We're stopping at 1. We're never doing the other side. We will never do the other side. Get this shit out of me. Oh my God, no. No, it just feels like you're going to die to me. And I could never do the tongue either. I just can't do the tongue. I can't think about it. No. Let's see. Ryan, Bible Perneum. I don't even know what that means. Yeah, Gen X, we don't, yeah, it takes a long time. It does take a long time. I can't think of the tongue. It just makes me, I mean, it's okay, but I think maybe you gotta, I don't know which I would do first. My most painful ones were like these up here in this cartilage. So any kind of cartilage is kind of painful. There is no survivor. Ding, ding, ding. There is no survivor in the Indian crash. Think about the speed of the plane coming down. Ask yourself how he got out of the plane. How'd he get out of the plane? Yeah, no, sure. Yep, I got my nose 3 times. My nose didn't hurt. I mean, Nathan had big hands, pop. But other than that, it didn't hurt me. Like the nose, they're my favorite. I'd pierce all up and down it. I don't know that I like this one. The septum, I'm not down for that. I think it would look, I don't know. I would like a little ring there, but then that's too many on my face. So no, thank you for that. Thank you. My friend went to a tits and tattoo party. Tits and tattoos. That's funny. Yeah, that's funny. Anyway, yeah, my nose. I have my nose. I have a lot of piercings, but a lot. I have a lot. It's true. The more I can pierce, the more I will. But I'm never piercing the nipple, so that's a no. Let's see. Yeah, he crawled out on the wing. Hi, I'm the lone survivor of the plane. The pilot couldn't stop the plane from plummeting to the ground. But I'm so smart, I flew out because really I'm a shapeshifter. Anunnaki reptilian combo person, and I just flew an angel with wings, and I just flew out and walked through it. I switched timelines and walked out. Shut up. Monroe piercing. Oh, it's right here. No, it's right here. Monroe is up here, like her mole. Yeah, these I did myself. These are done myself. That's what I did. I did. Okay, hold on here. Oh yeah, John Candy. We do love John Candy. I really did like John Candy. I liked him when I saw him in person. I liked him in everything I did. He was a Scorpio, but he was a happy Scorpio. That sounds weird, but he was like more happy than not. You know what I mean? Lonely. Yeah, the survivor, the liar. Hi, I survived, and people believe it. Okay, sure, yeah, all right. Shut the fuck up. I can't with everybody. Thank you, Danielle. I just can't with these fucking people. He did not. Let's look up John Candy's chart just for the sake of it. Let's look it up. Yeah, I'm a 9 and they do have hard times. Keith was a 9, John's a 9, Jason's a 6. Oh shit, I gotta do Lila, Meadow, and Kenna. 10 is lonely. Yeah. But yeah, I'm a 9 and I'm born with a balsamic moon. So I was adopted the day I was born. Balsamic ending. So yeah, it's weird. I'm not a fan of 9. Yeah, he's a Scorpio. I said John Candy was Scorpio. I don't know his natal chart though. But I always liked it. I liked his face. I liked the way he looked. He just was always like really happy. I mean, he's in that group, Dan Aykroyd, who had a medium for a brother, grew up in a spiritualist community. So, and then there was Phil Hartman, who got murdered by his crackhead wife. But that's the demon shit. She took him out, whatever. Anyway, and he's with Eugene Levy, all the Canadians. So when they first started on stage, I would go downtown. Way, way back. I don't even think I was a teenager. I think I was a little train stopper. I was like 10, 11, and I would do that. Let's see. My nephew is 11 and just got here. Cool. I like 11-year-olds. Yeah, I like the little kids. They're fun. They're fun. Okay, John Candy, natal chart. Let's see. Let's guess his rising sign. I say Sag. Second City TV. Absolutely. I say Sag. I see Sag. He's born 1950. He died so long ago. It's really sad. I bet his kids missed him. I don't have a time, but I have a Cancer moon. He was 6'3". That's surprising. John Belushi. John Belushi is in that group too. Moon in Cancer. I like that. That's a kind moon. Except when it's not, and it could be alcoholic. Could be that. He's born in Toronto, and of course had his family in Newmarket. So, yeah, I really did like John Candy, but I've got to find his time. Someone's got to have a time. I don't know where his kids are. He's a life path too, so he's a partnership person. He died in 94, heart attack. Yeah, that's a long time. I bet his kids really miss him because I think they were little and they're probably like Jason's age now, something like that. Maybe they're older. Maybe they were teenagers. But story always changing. Every story always changes. Yeah, they fuck with us. He had Moon conjunct Mercury conjunct Venus in Scorpio. That's a stellium in Scorpio. He was way outgoing for a Scorpio, though. Saturn. Saturn in Virgo, I think, if I'm reading this right. Pluto in Leo. Moon conjunct Uranus in Cancer. I take everything back. Moon conjunct Uranus is disconnected emotionally, but it's also very unusual and unique, which he was. Yeah, I like that guy. It's a shame that he died. I mean, so young. Yeah, he'd be 74, I guess. He'd be 74. So there's that. Yeah, I have Cancer stellium. I have a Cancer stellium too. Not the moon. Not the moon. I don't like John Hughes. I just like John Candy because he's Canadian. There's a certain thing to Canadian. You just know when you're dealing with a Canadian. It's a lot different. Hard to explain unless you're Canadian. But yeah, I have a stellium in Cancer, a stellium in Leo, almost a stellium in Virgo, but not. So it doesn't count. Yeah, there you go. Pisces stellium, that's difficult as well. Yeah, okay, astrology chart for John Hughes. While you're here, it just popped up. Let's see what this guy has. February 18th, he's an Aquarius. He's an Aquarius, born in 1950, same year as John Candy. So we have Sun in Aquarius, Moon in Pisces. That's what I didn't like about him. Mercury in Aquarius, Venus in Aquarius, Mars in Libra. Don't like that. In a man. Don't yell at me. Just, it's my personal opinion. Jupiter in Aquarius. So he's got an Aquarius stellium. And Jupiter, no, it's more than 10 degrees. It's conjunct his Venus. That's interesting. Not conjunct his Mercury and not conjunct his Sun, but it's a stellium. So they're not all conjunct, but it's a stellium. So yeah, John Candy was big and happy. Yeah, I know. Vedic is really good. I don't read Vedic. That's all I can tell you. I just read Western because that's what I learned. But I'm not opposed to learning Vedic. I just don't know it to speak on it. And we have another John Waters. Well, anybody who names their kid John, you fucking with us? Sorry, had to say it. Yeah, John Waters. Yeah, not a fan either. Again, I just like John Candy. What happened to Whitney? I said in my video she was murdered. It was really obvious that she was murdered. Yeah, well, I'm not going to argue about the true astrology. I'm just going to say the astrology I do. I mean, is there the true religion? Is there the true earth? Is there the true country, the true border, the true woman, the true man? I don't know. I'm not going to argue. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, they did. John Hughes had the best movies. I wasn't a huge fan of his movies. I know everybody is. I wasn't. I don't like that kind of clicky movie. I'm trying to think what movies I liked growing up. I had a little bit of a different, well, I liked any kind of like spiritual content. So I went back into the 40s movies and watched that kind of thing. So creative naming a kid John, right? Yeah, I know. Candy was a legend, right? I know. He was really great in person, so it's such a treat. But yeah, I guess all good things. Why, hold on. Why do you, wait, what would you do a master class, astrology master class? I do a beginner class. I do a beginner class and I'm working on it. But again, I'm scattered, so I just can never get anything done. Yeah. You guys, okay. Oh my God, I'm getting tired again. Okay, Uncle Buck. Yeah, Uncle Buck. Some of the movies, when you watch them, I watched a movie. I don't know what movie this is. Maybe y'all can tell me. Adam Sandler. Lila dressed up as Adam Sandler 2 years ago for Halloween. Anyway, it was Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore. And Adam Sandler's dad, and obviously in the movie, and he has kids, and I guess Drew Barrymore is like a love interest. I didn't watch the whole thing. Oh, how's the first day? Is that it? Anyway, the little girl that he dresses up, Adam Sandler, in the movie, the Drew Barrymore walks over to the little girl and says, "Who did your makeup?" Because why? Because why? It looks like panda eyes. These people put these fucking messages in these movies like that's fucking blended. Yeah. Look at the panda eyes. Why is a little girl dressed like completely with black smudges here, like she's been sodomized and her blood vessels have been ripped? I'm just curious why that even a dad could be that obtuse that he would actually do that. Like, how obtuse are you? Are you obtuse? Like, you got to be a fucking obtuse asshole. So whoever wrote that knows exactly what they're writing and why they're doing it. Exactly. 100%. Weird, right? No, Drew Barrymore. They're obvious and dense. Yeah, they're obtuse and dense. Exactly. Yeah, I know. They all hug pandas and they don't think we know what it means. Yeah, it means you've been sodomized. That's the word. And it's blown the blood vessels out of your eye. Definitely a man's world. That's what that means. So when you hear people talking about their panda eyes, then you know. I love panda bears, but maybe panda bears aren't real. Maybe they made panda bears and spray painted their eyes to look like panda bears so that they could justify doing this. See, I don't even trust there's panda, and I love panda bears. They're so cute. I love all bears. But, of course he is part of the club. Pandas are so sweet. They're like big fuzzy bears and they're very, very sweet. I like them. Koalas are cute too. I don't know what lip color this is. I just wiped it off. I know my bears. So I love all bears. Any kind of bears. Koalas, pandas, brown, black, even the grizzlies, even the polar bears. I don't want to be around a grizzly or a polar bear, but yeah. They're probably dead, to be quite frank, to be quite truthful. Okay, Heather O'Rourke. Heather, I can never say her name. Heather O'Rourke. That's why Joni Cunningham destroyed herself in her life, because she bare witness to what happened to Heather O'Rourke. What else happened? And I think Heather was 12, and I think Joni, can't think of her real name. You know, Joni Loves Chachi. What's her name? Happy Days. Okay, so Joni Cunningham, the actress that died. Yes, Happy Days. So Heather O'Rourke. Yeah, I have a tick when I say it. Erin Moran, thank you. When she witnessed what happened to Heather O'Rourke, because why? The Fonz was there. That's why. The Fonz was there. Fonzie was there. Yeah, he had to stick it in, didn't he? Then they had to call the paramedics. You know why they had to call the paramedics? Why'd they have to call the paramedics? Because something got ripped in her intestines when you are... Yes, Heather from Poltergeist. When you do that, something got... Yes, Henry Winkler. So when that happens... They tell you died of sepsis in your intestines that you never had before for no other reason. Erin died of cancer, 4th-stage cancer, but she lived kind of a rough life and died in a trailer park. She bore witness to that. She spoke about that in her life. So what they do with these casting calls, these fucked up producers that work for the networks, they think you're there. Like when I was pitching psychic shows, they have the clown psychic come around and do the psychic stuff. But if you know too much or you say something that's right, they pat you on the head and then they don't hire a real psychic because they don't really want you to read them. So they get very scared of you. They get very fucking scared of you and they do stuff like that. Yeah. Yes, she was. But Henry Winkler was there. That's all I'm going to keep saying to you. Henry Winkler and Erin Moran was there. And they had to prance around for these producers who sit there with their fucking pants on getting erections watching little girls. Because that's what the fuck they do. They used to call me to people's houses. You wouldn't imagine the houses I got called to. Spielberg's daughter, who works on OnlyFans, is a prostitute. And she is black, brown-skinned babies. Princess Diana told me that. We go through the whole thing. Yes. So they will call you. And in order to play their game, you have to be just accurate, but not accurate enough. Erin was there. They parade them around. They're show ponies. You know what blew my fucking mind? I'm so sad. Little Michael Jackson in the Jackson 5. I love the Jackson 5 because I'm that old. Anyway, I love the Jackson 5. There's one where he's singing, and I guess he's maybe 9 or 10. He's wearing a choke collar with studs on it. They're selling him. It's what these necklaces are about. They are presidential prostitutes and all kinds of things. And you know who liked people that look like Michael Jackson. You know who the biggest procurer of little brown-skinned babies was. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Come on. Come on, chop chop. He loved little boys and he loved them darker skinned, loved them darker skinned, loved them all. 1979, the White House breaks the news with the reports of a male prostitute ring to be brought into the White House. Who was president, you say? Yeah, Bush Sr. Yeah, Bush Sr. Senior, not junior. Junior's a cokehead. Senior. Senior. Oh, well, yeah. Herbert Hoover. Yeah. So he's the most prolific brown-skinned baby lover that there is. Why do you think they open the borders? Why do they open the borders? Because the more that your skin is melanated, the more that they want to use that. Because that's yummy for them. Bill Murray's downright disgusting on set. I had many an actor tell me about that. No, it was Bush Sr. It was Bush Sr., the dad. And by the way, I think the dad was a clone. Yeah, you heard that here first. No, I'm not drunk or high. Hold on. Erin, not on Happy Days reunion show. I always wondered. There you go. Yeah. Because she started speaking about Heather O'Rourke and then she became a drug addict, alcoholic, whatever she was. I don't mean to misquote her, but God bless her because she stepped away from it and was traumatized for the rest of her life because she wanted to be on camera and work in Hollywood, which means Opie. You don't want to think about Opie, do you? Mayberry, Don Knotts, what's his name? Now I just blanked. Opie. Richie Cunningham. What the fuck is his name? Him. What the hell? What's Richie Cunningham's real name? Ron Howard. Jesus. Ron Howard. So Opie was a child who grew up in the industry. That's why. See what I'm saying? They all participate. Yeah. Well, you can't say not Ron Howard because you like him. You can say I like him, but he's in the industry. And you can know that. Nobody's getting a higher echelon of anything without doing something that they got to do in order to stay. And he works with Spielberg, right? He talks to Spielberg. So you know what Spielberg is. You know what Spielberg is. Hold on. Can you believe the Bush First Lady has a... Wait. Can you believe that Bush First Lady has a stamp? What's a stamp? Oh, a stamp. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm like, oh, an actual stamp. Yeah, you got to be in the club. And people want to say because you like them. And they're social engineers. That's why in order for them to sell anything on TV, they're like, we have celebrity this. Just like Julia Trader Roberts. Julia should be charged with treason because she supported Fauci and said how fucking great Fauci was. Julia Roberts, you need to be indicted on treason for encouraging your following as a social engineer propagated by the studio system, propagated by the elites, propagated by the half reptilian, half politicians, whatever you want to say, crazy fucking sociopaths running the country. And you encourage them, Julia Roberts. Why aren't you in jail, you fucking asshole? I mean, seriously. Does a clone know they're cloned? I don't know if a clone knows. That would be frightening if you realized you had to come back and be a clone again. Yep, it's terrible. So you always use a celebrity. You never see a commercial. And then you see these fucking fake commercials with these men. Sally Field too, the flying nun. The flying nun. You don't think she got into it without going through that shit, right? Tom Hanks for sure. Isaac Cappy. Even John knows that one. Got to give it. John, who poo-poos everything I say, he's like, Tom Hanks killed Cappy, didn't he? I mean, yep. Yeah, that's who has the money. That's who has the money. Blade Runner. Oh, I love Blade Runner. La, 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 but yes. What about Blake and Taylor? Okay. All right. So Taylor Swift... She was 14 and she wrote that music all by herself because the record labels turned her down and she was fucking stunning at 14. So fucking genius that she wrote all of that. And her daddy just happened to be a half billionaire, whatever amount of money that is. And he just happened to publish her records. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Sure. I hear ya. I see. And then there's Prince. And I'm a Prince devotee, okay? But Prince is known for stepping over his father and taking his father's work and passing it off as his own. Then that's what happened there. That's what happened there. So we know. I love Prince, but Prince is also in that club. He may have been telling truths. He may try to come out of it, but his father wrote the music, and then Prince took said music. I think the dad passed, but I'm not really sure on when the dad passed, so I can't even say that. Let's look up Prince natal chart. I used to know it, but anyway, Prince is one of my favorite. John Benet Ramsey, exactly. Prince the musician. They even put a hit on him. I'll tell you something. Let's see if this is his time. Okay, see, he was, yeah, makes sense. He was a Scorpio rising. I used to read, how do I know so much? I've been in Hollywood and I have their clients. I've met a lot of these people. I didn't meet Prince. That's too bad though. I've met a lot of these people. I've been in their proximity. I've had their girlfriends, their boyfriends, some of themselves. Tell me what they worship, what they do. You can tell me what you do. You tell me that you took a vaccine. I stand beside you and I don't agree with you, but I'm still like talking to you. So remember this, God puts his by the beast system. Every time one of them stands up, one of them. I worked in the entertainment industry. I worked on camera. I talked to a lot of people. I grew up around some of this. I saw the pedophilia as a child. I saw it. I knew that that was a thing on this planet, and that made sense to me. But the musician is about frequency. Yeah, I had clients that dated Prince, and he was into the Bible and multiple group sex. Bible, group sex. Very much like Diddy, but he didn't beat the women. You also have to ask yourself, if the man is in his 30s and he's dating somebody who's 15, 16, what's that about? And why did her mom give custody? Just like Aerosmith, just like Led Zeppelin, Jimmy Page, all of them. Why are they dating children? Because it's part of their religion. That's why. Why is Paul, what's his name? I can't think of his name. The one that died in the car. Why is he dating a child? Why is that guy only dating 16-year-olds? What's wrong with you, motherfucker? You can't date someone your own age? Because they have to be in a line with what they believe. Just like Catholics have to fucking do what they have. Paul Walker, thank you. Catholics have to do what they have to do to be Catholic. Right? Right. Right. That's why billionaires don't date you and I. Because we're not in the club. Anyway, Prince was a Scorpio rising. That makes sense to me. Let's see what his moon was. Oh yeah, the Pisces moon, and then we have the Gemini. That's a very skedaddly kind of energy. So let's see. Pisces, 1 degree, 58 seconds moon, Pisces. Mercury in Gemini, Venus in Taurus. That's what he loved to do. Fuck, sensual. That was his clothing too. Venus in Taurus, really good taste in dress. Like I used to dress like Prince, or Prince dressed like a girl, one or the other. Anyway, Saturn in Sag, Jupiter in Libra, Mars in Aries. Yeah, but he's probably inverted. I mean, look. You know what I mean? You mean you used to dress like Zorro? No, just with the fuzzy boots, the leggings, the vests, the armless vest. Yeah, Zorro. Okay, whatever. I had my pair of fuzzy boots, and Prince did not dress androgynously. He dressed more what we would say feminine. They tried to come after my son. Blonde and blue eyes. Yes, yes. Oh, they steal. CPS is terrible. I'm going to say it. CPS is horrific. Okay. So if you have any Native American in your background, CPS likes to know that so they can put you in. Yes, Aaron Carter. That's easy. You don't need to ask me that. CPS puts you in a Native foster care because that's a tribal thing. Who's the most trafficked group of people? Native Americans, natives all over the world, indigenous people. They are trafficked. Yep. Trafficked. That's a thing. Okay. Yeah, Prince was, weird. He wasn't wrong. He wasn't wrong. Charlie Murphy. I knew about Eddie Murphy before he picked up the trannies. Oh, there you go. Eddie Murphy and what's her name? Spice Girls, Mel B. Guess what? Their child is transgender. Yeah, that's right. That's right. You're going to become famous. You're going to be elite. You can have a transgender child. Don't you wonder every single fucking celebrity, even the adopted ones? Can you fucking imagine being adopted into a family where they tell you you're not a boy? Hi, we came to kidnap your kids from a third world country, give you $1,000 for them, fight back like they did with Madonna, and then boom. I knew somebody that Eddie Murphy was with. So, and I knew that because I worked at Children of the Night. I knew that because that was logged in our books. But then Children of the Night also took money from Hugh Hefner. And I know I get a bunch of shit here for talking about them. I thought I was doing good, but I don't think I was doing good. Because I think it was just a cover for trafficking back in the day. I think they cover through organizations for trafficking. Baphomet worship. Exactly. Yeah, Satanism. Exactly. Eddie Murphy loves trannies. I know what he did because I know a kid that was 16 at the time that went out there and did that. Exactly. Bingo. Yep. In fact, I had told John that. I don't even think I had Keith. Maybe nope, I hadn't had Keith. Or maybe I was pregnant with Keith, but I had told John about Eddie Murphy. And then when it came out like 10 years later, he was like, how did you know that? I said, I told you what happened because the kid, Jaguar Wright, yeah, I don't think she's transgender, but all right. Ben Affleck's daughter, because they give these people money and it's quid pro quo. Play the game for money. Play the game for money. We're going to give you fame. But see, they give you fame in order to push you out there so you can become a brainwasher of regular people. That's what they do. So they do that. Yeah. Cher's daughter, all of them. I know. So when you know who Reese Witherspoon has that jaw, that inbred jaw. They transgender them because it's a duality. They like tits and a dick. Just know that. So they free martin them in uterus, which means they put, so if you have a boy child, they give the boy child female hormones. So then Nicole Kidman, her husband, female, given male hormones. You have him. Then they appear to be gay, but are they gay or have their hormones been switched? Do you see what I mean? Yes, that one. That jaw, that ugly jaw. Yeah, exactly. The inbred jaw. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, whatever. So, okay, I can't. I don't know what to say. I just don't know what to say. But if I'm in utero and I'm female like this, and they give me male hormones, and I come out as a female, but I have the male hormones, so I look like a tall, pretty man, and then I'm gay because really I'm female. Do you see what I mean? It's all inverted. Hey, cut it out. So yeah, Prince wore ladies' clothes at home. I'm sure he did. He was probably inverted. If you look at his beard and shit, it's like drawn on in that. I don't know, but I don't know. I don't know what they do, but that little kid, David Hogg, or whatever his name is, David Hogg, right? Brooke Shields. Go look at Brooke Shields right now. Please let me know when she's older than me. She's 62 or 3. Please let me know when your muscle shape as a female with estrogen stays like that in your 60s, and I'll let you know. Seriously. And imagine their faces. Look at their faces when they get old. I mean, we all can look harsh, but look at their faces. You'll be able to see it. Yeah, they start the process in the womb. So no wonder they're either all gay or straight. But are you gay or straight? 6 cats, that's so cute. Do you see what I mean? Are you gay or are you straight? Because if they give you hormones, imagine how fucked up you are in your head, right? Yes, Brooke does look like that. Exactly. Who was the first tranny? No idea. Probably before we were born. I mean, Celine Dion is just one ugly looking person. No offense to her. But she can sing. Oh, but she sold out. So I don't care if she can sing. And she's ugly. No offense. But I think her soul shows on her face. That's what I think. I'm sorry I said that. That's mean. Yes, Amal Clooney is, since George doesn't like that kind of thing. George likes the young ones. He likes young cheerleaders and younger. Yeah, Jennifer Aniston, exactly. Yeah, well, just ask yourself, just look at them, really use a critical eye, and you can see it. Like, once you see it, you can see it. I mean, we know Caitlyn Jenner is trans. Celine's husband was 40 years older, or 45, and he started managing her at 12. So who do you think he was fucking? That's right. And then once he took her virginity, her blood, her whatever, then Cindy Crawford I don't like. She creeps me out. She just creeps me out. Yeah, Keith Urban is very feminine. Look at them. They're inverted. Look at them side by side. And just ask yourself, what woman has a body like that? Very fucking few. Some, but very few. Yeah. Yeah, yep, she does. They say Marilyn Monroe. I can believe it. I literally can believe it. I can believe that they put this in front of us. Who's Caitlin Clark? Why can't I can't even retain the name. Sarah Jessica Parker. If she's not a man, I don't know why I should keep Helen Hunt. Yes, just look at their fucking faces. Look at their fucked up faces. I mean, look at them as they age and look and see the confusion. I mean, we all get wrinkly and old. That's true. But, you know. Keith Urban. Wait. Hold on. Lady Di, Virgin, Wills, and Henry ate their solace. Okay. I don't know what that means. I know who they all are, but I don't know what they ate and what they did. I don't know. What do you think? Angelina's all over running organizations to help UNICEF and is such a good person. What did they say in the Baphomet religion? Their good deeds outweigh their bad. So if I kill 65 children, but I donate $2 billion to this, then my good deeds have outweighed my bad. But have they? Right. Yep, exactly. Hold on. What are you saying there? Oh, Sloan supports Trump and deportation. Okay, sure. Whatever you say. I don't support government. And I don't know what the hell. You know what's really funny? I'll tell you what's really funny. They think it's an insult. I'm going to say this again. If you only have 2 candidates to vote for, then how can you insult anybody? Because personally, I think if you vote, you're an idiot. That's what I think. So if you pick the other team, I think you're a fucking loser. And if you pick Trump, I think you're a loser. How about that? I mean, I don't understand what you want me to say to that. Why would you think that a politician should be supported in any way when they're all from the same primary place, right? Why would you think that? But deportation, I mean, again, when I immigrated to this beautiful country, I had to prove that I didn't have AIDS, prove that I didn't have any other health conditions. John had to have like $150,000 in the bank. We had to prove that we were married, not just to get a green card. And I had to go back to Canada, wait for my green card. And I had to sign paperwork saying I would never take welfare or any kind of support from the government. That's what I had to do. So I am an immigrant to this country. That's what I had to do. And that is what I did, right? Right. Raisin brains. Yeah, that's what I had to do. I mean, that is what I had to do. I'm sorry. It's just, they're all bad. They're politicians. Ask yourself, who wants to control people. Right? Right. Exactly. They all hang out at the barbecues where they barbecue kids together. That's right. I mean, the kids barbecue with them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know. These fucking people. I did a video on Michael Jackson. I predicted his death on a TV show. Prior to it happening, I said 51 or 51st birthday. I can't quite remember what I said, but it was on that time frame, and I heard it 6 months before it happened. Yeah, but I mean, I'm really asking you this, like the loser that sued me for Tracy Twyman saying that he killed his wife, which is not what I said. But when he wrote the court papers, he tried to show his wife as incompetent by calling her a QAnon and saying she supported Trump. So let me ask you this in America. If you don't have freedom of choice, which is not really a choice, but you have two people to choose from, and if his wife did vote for Trump, why would that be considered a mental illness? I'm just curious. It wouldn't be, right? Exactly. Hollywood is not a good place. The Macron, she's obviously a man. I mean, just look at that Skeletor. Okay, that's mean. I have to stop being mean. Yep. So, I mean, if you're going to insult people because they choose to vote differently than you, then you're the one with the problem. You're the one with the problem. You're the weird person with the weird fucking problem. Like, it's person A or person B, and you're going to come on here. So just tell me, like, you're going to mock people for who they vote? Like, that's against my free speech. You're kind of a fucking prick, and that would be discrimination. If you wouldn't hire someone because they voted for Trump, you'd be discriminating and you'd be in a lawsuit. So you're kind of fucking stupid. You stupid fuck. Skeletor. Yeah, right? Yeah, no, I know. It's just so weird. Okay. Raspberry Coke. Are we talking about a drink? Because it sounds good. I must go, you guys. I know, if you making all the rules, like you're the ones that say you can vote for this person or that person. So when you vote for this person, you all attack them. What are you, like Hitler? Is that what you're like? You're saying you have to do what we have to do? Go fuck yourselves. I don't know what to say. I'm late to the party too. I'm trying to get away from the party. No, P. Diddy's not going to get out. He's going to be in trouble. Okay, bye, you guys. Mwah. Bye, you guys. I will see you soon. You're insulting people who vote. Yeah, well, I'm pointing out a difference of opinion to a person that insulted me for who they think I voted for. I'm trying to state my opinion to illustrate a point. I don't care what you do. Keep it very clear. I don't fucking care what you do. Any of you. I don't care if you vote for Biden or Trump or fucking Sally the hairdresser. I do not give a shit. But don't tell me what to do. If you tell me what to do, you're going to get my opinion in your face. Don't ever tell me what to do. And don't tell me I can't vote for somebody. I mean, I'm not gonna, but don't tell me I can't. But yeah, you can vote for who you want, which is how I ended that conversation. So listen to the whole stream of consciousness all the way through without like picking out a point and going, All right, you guys. Bye, you guys. Have a good night. Have a good night. And by the way, if you don't like me as a person, you don't have to come on here and follow me. You can unsubscribe and I don't care. Don't give a shit. So do what you got to do and I'm going to do what I got to do. That way we're all doing in the free land of America, unlike the Nazis say. Okay, bye, you guys. Bye.